babe?
What's up, girl? What you need?
We're sitting here kind of just talking about relationships and couples and love and, you know, all the good stuff. And I made Austin take very early on the love language test. It's called 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, right? Yeah, by Gary Chapman. This isn't a promo or anything. This is honest to God, just 100% the truth. It is so important to communicate with your loved one how you love and how you like to receive love, because it's made our relationship so much better, just understanding one another and how we show love and how we like to receive love. And we think it's really, really important, and you guys should definitely do it too. Even if you're in a good spot in your relationship, it's still just such a cool thing to understand one another on a deeper level that you wouldn't really think about even thinking about until you read the book.
And I was definitely against it at first because guys are like conditioned to not really focus on your emotions and care about that stuff.
Yeah.
But because of that test and now I'm reading the book, it opens up new conversations for me and her. And like, because I'm such a communicative person already, I ask a lot of questions, so it made my questions very specific, and then from there it moved us forward quicker, faster, in the right direction. And it helps if you're both pretty agreeable too, because then you can compromise and see a middle ground. But understanding that stuff, and even if you think you do, like you just said to me, reading it from the book and then putting it in different, like the book will put it in different words for you to understand, is huge, because you think you know, but then someone will say it differently. And not just with this stuff, in anything, hearing it from a different perspective makes you understand it deeper.
Right.
So the book is important. I also think because everyone receives love and gives love different ways. You might receive and give in some similar ways, but in a lot of ways it's different. So understanding that makes the relationship only better. It shouldn't frustrate you. It shouldn't be something you're scared of. It shouldn't be something that you don't want to admit. It's something you need to understand. So
it makes it better.
Yeah, it makes it stronger.
So much better.
And honestly, like, being really specific, there's certain things that I was growing up, like, raised around, and with thoughts that maybe weren't said to me, but just preconceived ideas because you watch movies, you see people around you and your family and shit. But reading that book and then communicating with you has taught me that there's so much more to it. It's not even stuff we could talk about in the blog. Like it's because it's so individualistic too. Like when you read the book, you're going to take more, or you listen to the audio, or if you take the love languages test, you'll take something out of it differently than we would. So you should just trust us and do it and not even think about it past that. How long did the test take? 20 minutes?
Not
Both
long.
of us to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can save the results, and we talk about it
all the time.
Not all the time.
Pretty often,
but
though.
we reference it. Yeah, we don't go back and read it, but we reference it all the time.
Right.
Because we both know where each other scored on that test and stuff like that, and then it just makes everything way easier. And we've had, being honest with them, we've had good conversations over the last week before we even left for vacation that made this vacation even better than it could have been because of those conversations. And it's because I understand how she receives love, how I give love, and how we can find a good middle ground to make everybody happy and both be really, really happy.
Him and I both talk off the camera a lot of the times, how sometimes we almost feel like we don't want to show you guys our true selves because it's almost like we're rubbing it in your face. Like he says it all the time, and like we kind of realize it's like that's not what we're doing. That's not at all what we want to do. That's why we've been hesitant. It's like, but we just want to show other people out there like how real it can be, and just a way to have a good relationship. And I think if we put our relationship out there and show you guys the real, like we fight, we have arguments, it's normal, it's okay, but at the end of the day, like we have a very happy, healthy relationship. And I think showing it and sharing it with you guys like will make you see all the goodness too. And we kind of, not afraid, but it's like almost like we didn't want to at first, because we didn't want to feel like we were like showing it off and rubbing it in your face. It's not what we're trying to do. Like we want you to learn from it and appreciate it and find someone that cherishes you and values you the way he does to me and the way that I do back to him. Like definitely.
Yeah. I think the communication is important, and I think that you've taught me that more than even I already knew, because I'm a talker and you're a talker.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that because of the way we've, again, tailored the conversations and the questions and the tone of the voice and the way that the other person wants those questions to be asked, it's 10 times better. And you get what you want out of it. It's not like beating around the bush. It's not like things are left unturned. And I think that's important. And I like what you said, because I want to be... We were just sitting here talking about being... not rubbing into people's faces, but using it to be good role models. And
and I was like, let's pull out the camera. Like, we should tell you guys this. Like, let's not just talk about it behind the scenes. Like, show what we're literally talking about.
But not just be good role models as a relationship, but like, I think she's a good role model for what a strong woman is, and I'd like to be a good role model for what a strong man is. And I think that
Definitely
individually, yeah, thank you. And I think individually, like, you guys are going to start to understand the more videos that we do, that we never would rub it in someone's face, because that's literally not who we are at all. It's that we share this stuff because we want it for us, for the future, but also because we're hoping, like, we know people, we're not going into that, but we know people that are in shitty spots. Excuse my bad language, but we
No, but it's true, and all we ever want to do is just be there for them and help them. And
put them in a better spot. Not actually pick them up and move them, but show them that they can find it themselves. We would never be the ones to tell you what to do, but we would be the ones to be like, you deserve better. And I think that a lot of people do.
I feel like because we have so much love in us and we show it with each other, like, we want to share it with you guys too. Like, there's so much love to go around.
Definitely. Like my hat that I bought Rylee in the basement. It's actually Riley's hat.
It's my hat.
But my forehead is scorched like a
I'm like
steak.
sweating. My arm keeps slipping off my knee as I'm holding this. All right, guys, we'll check back later. See ya.